Yeah, anyways, you've heard of Tsukihime? Yeah, me neither until like I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, but whatever. So recently I've just read the Tsukihime remake. I already read the original, but the Tsukihime remake is a whole different beast. Well, not really, but I'm just gonna be covering the arc route right now. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired, but I finished the entire game. Should be one whole big game, including Red Garden, but Nasu is a name I've grown to hate. Yeah. But first of all, the remake is, I would say, takes a lot of things. I'm crying, but takes a lot of things from the original, way more than you think it is. But I'll just start on what I really liked about the arcade route. So the arcade route is mostly the same as the original. It is very the same core. It has lots of things covered up. It's a lot less crude, and I think that's nice because I think there's more of Tsukihime in any form or shape is just being content and happy with living life. Certainly, that's what Arcade Route is about. Arcade Route is about Arcade and Shiki both finding these small moments of happiness in each other, and that kind of spurs them off to, you know, I guess self-sacrifice themselves for these happy moments for their partner to keep smiling in hopes over like a smiling bright future, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's the gist. That's the gist of it. And Arcade Route, I really like how the romance develops in the remake because you just get to see more of Arcade and Shiki. It's that simple. We get to see them talk a lot more before the law fight. We get to see Shiki just being ensnared with this like is that the right word? Nah, it's more like entangled with this true ancestor vampire. And lots of visual things aside, I think everything in the Arca remake specifically is an improvement. It removes all the crass like Shigetono's does some really strangely evil things sometimes, and he does do some very like brutal murder things, but that's a part of Shikitono. So in the Tsukihime remake, I'll tell you which I liked about Arcade Route for you now. I really loved just every moment where when Shiki and Arcade were together. That's it. Like they talk a lot. Sometimes Shiki talks his ass off at Arcade because he's pissed off at her for something, but it's on like good nature, right? And then sometimes Arcade either like yaps about the apostle, or she actually like yaps about how she loves being with Shiki. It's amazing. It's great. It's great. For that, I have to like give Nasu props. He really did flesh out the relationship a lot more than the original Tsukihime. Maybe it's because Arcade's voice actor really sells it, so does Shiki's voice actor really sell the relationship. It, Arcade's my favorite heroine of the near side. Just saying. So seeing those moments together, not even like when they're on a date, just when they're like yelling at each other, talking about oh Shiki, you're such a dumb silly uh small human, Shiki. You're so weak and you cough all the time. You should take care of yourself. And then Shiki's like, that's wrong, Arcade. You may be a bloodthirsty, world-ending vampire, but to me, you're just you're just a white woman, something like that. You're also like the only person that I'm allowed to kill. That kind of dynamic is great. They were really nice dynamic. Whimsical vampire and her sometimes serious vampire, sometimes serious vampire killer boyfriend. That kind of thing. Yeah. And about the changes, I feel like Vlav is like a really cool character. Vlav is just. Have you seen like Vlav Archangel? I'm just telling you, that guy's really handsome and really cool. Like some people, some people really like Nero Chaos. I don't really. I think he's cool, but you're telling me you expected like you just stood there waiting for Sheikah to stab him in his line, like some kind of. Aren't you like all the animals in the world? Can you just run away? It's OG Tsukihime does not have any good antagonists, really, except like Kohaku, but or Big Shiki. Like caption, caption Shiki. I like to call him Big Shiki. It's more like shift caps lock Shiki. Yeah, let's call him Big Shiki. If you know, if you know. But yeah, Vlad Archangel, Archangel. He's kind of handsome. You know what I mean? But yeah, he looks more of a traditional vampire. I love how like in his first appearance he just burns everything, and then the bait and switch is that he actually freezes everything like an actual vampire. Ah. And his fight is cool was very cool. But I do prefer Fate's fights because okay, Tsukime's fights are extremely one sided. Every one of them. In the Vlav fight, we have Vlav utterly like destroying Arcred and Shiki because they're ruined. Like they're like Arcred is weakened and Shiki is just Shiki. He's very weak. And I agree that the 1% chance of winning kind of thing is like pretty cool. But again, I feel like just add more flair for the sake of it because I don't think Tsukihime entirely benefits from having this extra flair, this extra scale things going on. Especially when it comes to Shiki himself, like I don't think Shiki as a character benefits from having these big scale fights, especially with like that apostle is like Fall. I still think it's really cool. He was like this theme song played. It was like sliding down a bunch of rocks, and then he stabbed him, and the pose like, and the pose like, yeah, sort of thing. Yeah, but so I'm just gonna say, if you didn't like the OG Arcade route, I don't think you'd like the remake Arcade route at all because it is plot plot beats are exactly the same. Everything is basically either refined a little or sometimes just kept exactly the same. I think the latter half of like the latter half of the route, aside from new characters, is exactly the same. Like the final fight is the same. I think the classroom scene is 1-to-1 in terms of dialogue, exactly the same. And I'll get to that real quick. So that's probably the best scene in Tsukihime for me as of now. It would have been different maybe like before Red Remake, but as of now, I feel like even like with Farside included, I still think the remake did such a good job at selling me Arcrid's character. The classroom scene at the end of a route in the remake is just so beautiful. It's quite literally the best way you can do like a send off for like a relationship or send off. You know, because Nasi is teasing something more, but despite being exactly the same as the original, is adds more music, voice acting. Shiki has a little more like thoughts about it. It just really emphasizes that Shiki really needed Arga too. Okay, Shiki was like floating around, not really living. He was kind of like going going through life, trying to claim the present or something. But again, he wasn't really having any fun. That's no fun, right? I know it's a little being a little basic here, but in the end, you can really tell that Shiki really wanted to like spend time with Arcade even more. He wanted to basically feel alive with her. And without her, he can still do that, but that's her wish, right? Shiki is, I think, the most morally conscious type of protagonist. I know that sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at him. He's like getting all murder feisty about killing a vampire, and he starts slobber over. Yes, her pristine skin, her quivering, her quivering scent, her golden eyes. I'm all too enchanted by it. But I only feel one urge, the primal urge, the only original urge that humans should have. It is there's some tangent about murder or something. Despite that, I think Shigitono is a very like morally upstanding character. You know, he doesn't have any big ideals about like saving everyone, but he does have like ideas about saving people he's close to, and he has this huge moral responsibility to do things, especially because he cares for them. And I feel that like that's with murder and not doing murder. He has this stance that like doesn't allow him to kill people because he's a good person. He's a very good person. Alco taught him all that stuff. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and so by the end of the route, I feel that Shiki has fully developed into a character that I really like, kind of relate to a little bit. And of course, some parts of his character are like lifted straight from Manga Manu from Hall Ataraxia. Like, oh, this world is beautiful, kind of. This world is beautiful, kind of monologue. Straight from Angra, fine. Angra's a good character, so is Shiki. But his development is that he basically gains that aspect of him after being a Valkyrie. Yeah, he likes seeing her smile, and yeah, Valkyrie's like got a sad backstory. It's really tough for her. She's literally a conquest from Invincible, but like even worse in terms of stuff she's been through. And I agree, Arcade is such a great character. She's the word like extreme personified. She's has extreme power. She's extreme like emotions. She swings like a pendulum, like back and forth all the time. And she's a bubbly, fun piece of work. And so the classroom scene almost made me shed tears, man. Yeah, and probably the best thing about the remake in general, I think, is the vibes. And talking the vibes, I mean like the general like melancholic scenes. I think they've been elevated. I mean, maybe the creepy scenes don't carry as much weight than in the original, but I'm fine because we get like amazing horror scenes. Horror and creepiness are two different things. I think OG Tsukihime was creepy as hell. It was super creepy. But remake is just like, oh, it's like scary. It's like horror. It's like, ooh, that's tough. Ooh, that's a little creepy. It's a little shiver up my spine. But it's not exactly unnerving. It's more like, ooh, that's shocking. You get me? It's kind of the I don't want to say a Hollywood effect. It's just more spectacle. Whether that be big power ups, fights, or big like bloody massacres. It's been up in scale. And to that, there are like 96 music tracks in the game. I think including openings and endings. My God, it is probably the best thing you can wish for a remake because all the tracks are good. All the tracks are good. There's not a single bad OST in the Tsukihime remake. It is amazing. I'm not even counting like the serial ones. In just purely in arcade, we have like some banger tracks. Oh, Beyond the Boundary when he let me teach you what it means to kill something. Sorry, my reenactment. It's just so cool, man. This should be a journey that you're intimately familiar with. The only difference is this time you're not coming back. See, the fact that all that stuff was from OG Tsukihime really does say when Nasu isn't working off $2 and his utter like horniness about visual novels in general, he can write a great story. And he really did in OG Tsukihime. Just that it needed so much more touching up, and in remake we got that. And this is only the Tsukihime remake arc route. It is only near side. So, and now I say I'm out of breath. One more thing, Nasu, you put like two Satsuki scenes in the arc route. I see you. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Okay, I was kind of a Satsuki fan back in OG too, but you put her scenes about her being all cute and all with Tono and Arihiku too. Why? Why don't you release Red Garden? When you ever like being a normal schoolgirl and stuff like that, you ever looking up Tono like I mean like try and simulate that one spider bro, we're just like yeah, that kind of face. I know what you're doing, okay? I see perfectly what you're doing. How dare you? How dare you make us Sasuke fans wait? Give us these crumbs like you're some arrogant god. Like you can do this to us. And you can, because you wait 25 years to release the Satsuki route. Even more than that. I went on a huge tangent on that, but yeah, I can't wait for Red Garden. Even after like I'm just talking about the arc route here, but even after arc route, I cannot wait for Red Garden. Such a great things to end near side with. I haven't even talked about. Oh, this is great story to end arc story in near side. Well, there's also Searoot, but blah blah blah. I'm getting a mess now. But yeah. Buy Tsukihime Remake. I think it's on sale right now. I don't think it is like my favorite Type Moon work, Tsukihime in general. If I were to rank things, it'd probably go like Karna Kyokai, then Halteraxia, then Mahoyo, then Fates Unite, then finally Tsukihime. But like instead of Tsukihime being like a high B tier, I don't do like number rankings. I don't even like letter rankings, but let's be honest. You gotta have some kind of concrete ranking system. It's like Tsukihime went from like a solid high B tier to like a low mid S tier, if you get what I'm saying. And considering that like I named four other things that were better, in my opinion, than Tsukihime, Nasu can write. We isn't like waiting on his ass, writing FGO, getting that money pumping gotcha gooner cash circulating gotcha game in my eyes all the time. I don't even play the game. Fills me with so much hatred to see that thing fry. Like, but you know, it makes money for Nasu. God damn it! Of course, the most important thing. Red Garden. Some people waited 25 years, and I may be about to wait even more. I don't think it's okay, but you know what? If we keep getting things like Arc Root and Sea Root, no matter how long it waits, I want to be there. All right. It means something to me. It means something to me. Yeah. Buy Tsukihime Remake. Read Tsukihime. Read Kagetsu Tutorial too. They're pretty good. So you can read the obviously better works like Take Moon, on Type Moon, and Carnival Phantasm. Because everyone knows those are the actually good works in Type Moon. Not 60-hour long visual novels. Yeah, yucky. Who do that? Oh, okay. Alright. Nemesis out. I don't look tough. I don't look tough at all. Goodbye. This chair next time. This chair.